doing it all can be tough. But as women, sometimes we think we just have to be Superwoman.
Author Dr. Nicole Swiner says being all things to all people could be at least part of the reason why you're not truly happy and healthy. She explains this in her book called How to Avoid the Superwoman Complex, 12 Ways to Balance Mind, Body, and Spirit. And she joins us now to tell us all about it. Welcome.
Hi, ladies. How are
It's
you?
so good to have you here.
See
So tell us, I'm curious, what is the Superwoman Complex?
So the Superwoman complex or syndrome is this, fake notion of being everything to everyone and being perfect at it. Being the perfect soccer mom, wife, professional, make all the money, bring home the bacon, everything, and essentially overwhelming yourself in the process.
And I think society has taught us that we can do that, but the wise Oprah says that you can't have it all at the same time.
You can't. You can try, but you'll hurt for it.
Okay, so tell us about the book.
So the book was kind of born out of this notion of, so I'm a family doctor, so I see a variety of patients. I tend to see a large variety of particularly women, professional women, moms working, taking care of home, kids and spouses and all that. And they have a large amount of stress and depression and anxiety and medical issues that come out of it. So with that, and then working and being a wife and a mom myself, I think my dad sent a warning sign. He said, you know what, read this article that I wrote, or that I read in Newsweek, and it talked a lot about the stress of being a working mom and trying to have it all. And with that and some of the medical articles that I've written for the Tribune over the last 8 years, I just kind of put it all together under the umbrella of reducing stress and being happy.
Okay, so do you take your own advice?
I try my best. My husband, I love him, Mr. Swiner, tries his best to help keep me grounded and reminds me that, you need to sit down. You don't have to do that right now. Everything doesn't have to be perfect. I live for massages. I try to exercise. So, yeah, I try to follow my own advice as much as I can.
What do you hope that women will take away from this book? Because I'm sure there's a lot of women out there who deal with that Superwoman complex on a daily basis.
Right. Just to take time to breathe. A lot of this we impose on ourselves. Like you said, society has this notion that we can do it all, but a lot of that stress we put on ourselves. Just to stop beating yourself up, don't feel guilty, get rid of the mommy guilt, and just take a break. Take a break and really prioritize what's important to you.
And how have you seen your patients' lives change after hopefully giving them some of this advice and telling them to slow down?
Probably, given I'm a medical doctor, most of my evidence comes from their decrease in, things like blood pressure or their sugar with diabetes, because now they're exercising when they didn't before, or they're sleeping longer, taking breaks. So most of that comes from that, or the fact that they come in looking happier, looking less heavy, less burdened, not crying at every visit, which a lot of my folks do, which is fine. You can't cry, but not at every single visit. So seeing those changes has really been positive.
Wow, very good advice. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.